Hi everyone, my name is Ibu Stayu Putusati Damayanti. Today I would like presenting the material about history of Indonesian curriculum. Before I start, let me introduce name of the member group 2. Maria Felista Ujun, Nikadek Devi Parwati, Niloh Rispa Andini, Ocha Priscilla Dewi. Formulation of problem are the history of curriculum development in Indonesia, the factors influencing curriculum development in Indonesia, the curriculum that has been applied in Indonesia. The history of curriculum development in Indonesia. The historical development of education in Indonesia is indicated by the development of the curriculum. The change of curriculum is a logical consequence of the change the political system, social, culture, economic, and science. The national educational curriculum has experienced change in the year 1947, 1952, 1968, 1975, 1984, 2004, 2006, and last is 2013.
The factors influencing curriculum development in Indonesia. The first at the college. The type of knowledge development on campus will affect the course content that will be developed in the curriculum. In addition to being a curriculum content, technological developments also support the development of educational aids and media. The curriculum of educational personnel, educational institute also influence curriculum development, especially through the mastery of teacher knowledge and skill from the resulting teachers. The second at the society. The content of the curriculum should reflect the conditions and be able to meet the demands and needs of the surrounding society. The schools must serve the aspiration of the society. The school not only prepares children for life, but also to work and strive. The curriculum that has been applied in Indonesia. First, Curriculum 1968 and before. Number 1, the Curriculum 1947 or a subject plan 1947 or in Indonesia it means Rencana Pelajaran Terurai 1947. Number 2, Honorable Subject Plans 1952 until 1953 or in Indonesia, it means Rencana Pembelajaran Terurai 1952 sampai 1953. Number 3, Education Plan 1964 or Rencana Pendidikan. Number 4, Curriculum 1968 or Curriculum 1968. Second, Curriculum 1975, 84, and 94. Number 1, the Curriculum 1975 or Curriculum 1975. Number 2, the Curriculum 1984 or Kurikulum 1975 yang disempurnakan. Number 3, the Curriculum 1094 or Kurikulum 1994 dan Suplemen Kurikulum 1999. Third, Competent Base. Curriculum Competence Base, the Curriculum 2004 or Kurikulum berbasis kompetensi. Fourth, School-based curriculum, the Curriculum 2006 or Curriculum tingkat satuan pendidikan. And fifth, the Curriculum 2030 or Curriculum 2013.
The first curriculum in Indonesia after Independence Day is the Curriculum 1947. A Subject Plan 1947/Rencana Pelajaran 1947. As code behind, the curriculum was outlined into 3 columns: class, contact hours for weeks, and teaching materials. The curriculum was organized to replace Netherlands education system and development to establish the Indonesia people character. In 1952, there was improvement of curriculum in Indonesia, which is known as Unravel Subject Plans 1952, Rencana Pembelajaran Terurai 1952. The 1953 curriculum leads to the curriculum of national education system, in which every lesson plan must consider the content of the subject connection to every life. It was outlined in 5 columns: class, number of contact hours for weeks, topic, lesson, and remark. In 1964, Indonesia government improved the national education system. The name was Education Plan 1964, and the learning program focused on Pancawardhana. Concerning Pancawardhana, Tilar states that it is an education policy which contains principles of the development of patrons based on national, international, and religious orientation. It is implemented for the development of intelligence, emotion, handicraft, and physical. The next curriculum development was in the year 1968. Curriculum 1968. The curriculum change was colored by the political change from the old order to the new order. Basic view and concept relating to education foundation, objectives, and content were reformulated. The education foundation was Pancasila. The objective was to form Indonesia people who applied the spirit of Pancasila, and the content of education were to solidify the student morality, mentality, and faithfully, to enhance the student intelligence, the skill, as well as to develop the student psyche.
I'm Ocha. I want to continue presentation from Devi. Curriculum 1975, 1984, and 1994. The Ministry of Education and Culture established the curriculum 1975 to substitute the curriculum 1960H under the Ministerial Decree number HD/U/1975 NHA/U 1975 dates on January 60, 1975. Generally aimed at enhancing the quality of the Indonesian national education, and specifically this curriculum was objectives-oriented in the sense that the teacher needed to know the students' objectives in a learning a certain item of a knowledge. Since our skill, goal, objectives-oriented, integrated approach was adapted, and a structuralism philosophy was as foundation of the curriculum. It was influenced by behavior psychology that emphasized the stimulus to respond and training, or drill, in 1984. The curriculum 1984 was established to rectify the curriculum 1975. The previous curriculum was considered no longer compatible with the needs of community and the demands of science and technology. The structural approach applied in the curriculum 1975 had not been successful yet. especially viewed from the students, need to have communicative competence. The curriculum 1984 oriented to international goals and learning in the classroom must be functional and effective. The teaching approach was student-centered through student active learning system. CBSA to improve student communicative competence. By the year 1994, the curriculum 1984 was considered that it needed to be revised and the learning process in the previous curriculum emphasized the theory of the learning and less attention to the content of lesson. The curriculum 1994 was established as the completion of the curriculum 1984 with the Education Law 10, number 2 in the 1989 about national education system. This curriculum applied a meaningful based approach, communicative approach, and the system of learning time was changed from the semester to the quarter system. However, during the implementation of the curriculum, there are some problems because of the many approaches should be oriented the number of subjects and too much substance of each of the subject.
Hello everyone, my name is Maria Felista Ujun and now I would like to continue the presentation. Competency-based curriculum in 2004. The previous curriculum of 1994 needed to be improved. Based on the decree of the Minister of Education number 45/U/2002 on the core curriculum, competency is a smart set of action so that a competency person has full responsibility as a condition to be considered capable by the community in carrying out tasks in a particular field of work. Technically, competency-based curriculum developed post-school in 2001, which grew into 3 competency levels, namely, the first, graduate competency. Competencies that should be possessed by students after they have completed a certain level of education: primary school, junior high school, and senior high school. The second, general competence, which is competency that should be possessed by students after attending certain subjects at a certain level of education. And basic competence, which are important competencies that students must have when they follow certain subject at a certain time unit. In practice, these 3 competence levels have become a reference in carrying out instructional tasks in school. School-based curriculum in 2006. Curriculum Level Education Unit or school-based curriculum is a curriculum developed by operation and implemented in each education unit or school. This curriculum is implemented based on several regulations, namely Law Number 20 of 2003 on the National Education System and Law Number 32 of 2004 on regional autonomy, including in education.
The latest curriculum applied in Indonesia education is the 2013 curriculum. Implementation of curriculum 2013 began in July 2013. However, it is still for certain schools and levels of education. The purpose of the 2013 curriculum is to produce a productive, creative, innovative, and effective Indonesian society through the empowerment of integrated attitudes, skills, and knowledge.
Conclusion about the topic today is curriculum development is the organized preparation of anything to be taught in the school at any given time of the year. Things in the Indonesia, educational curriculum are in line with the meaning of educational and learning reforms today, which are always carried out from time to time and never stop. These changes aim to improve the quality of education and learning. Thank you for watching.